Good morning children. Welcome back to English class. This is session 3 of C reading from 6th unit. A tale of 3 villages. First one, Coco village, Nigeria. Second one, Ponimanturi village, India, which is in Kolkata. So third village is Verbio village, Ukraine. Verbio village, Ukraine. Right? Previously, this village, Verbio village, was used to be in USSR. USSR means, you know that, right? Union Soviet Socialist Republic. Later, all the countries, they got separated and Russia became as one of the country. Right? So, in this lesson, we are going to see how the villagers face problems just because of the industrial pollution and the degradation of environment. Right? Everybody open your textbooks, children. Open page number 191. Here also one narrator is there. She is explaining about the incident to the reporter. Right? Who is she? Here the reporter, the narrator of the story is Natasha Ravenko, speaker. Who is explaining here, children? Natasha Ravenko. First lesson, it was Mr. Sunday Nana. And second one also we have seen Vijay Sharma. Third one, it is Natasha Ravenko. Right? Yes. It happened on April the 26th, 1986. She was explaining one incident that was taken place on April 26th in the year 1986. Right, children? Remember here, on must be used before name of the months. For years, we have to use in. On April 26th in the year 1986. Right? Next. I remember the date because it was my mother's birthday. So she was remembering that date. 1986 means so many years, right? Nearly 36 years. But still she remembered that date because there was one significance for that date. So that day was her mother's birthday. April 26th was her mother's birthday. That's why she was able to remember that date well. Right? Next. We heard the explosion early in the morning. One day what happened? They were in their daily walks. Suddenly what happened? They heard one explosion. Explosion means blast in the early morning. One day in the early morning they heard one explosion. We didn't worry because there had been explosions before from Chernobyl. Everybody heard that sound, explosion, but the villagers, they didn't worry. See children, did not. Whenever we use did, verb must be in present tense, V1 form. We should not say did not worried. What we need to say? We didn't worry. So they took it as a casual one because they often use it to listen that kind of sounds. Even before also, there were some kind of explosions from Chernobyl. I think you might have heard this word, children, in your social subject. Chernobyl. Okay, you might have heard about this incident. The people who are living in Chernobyl still, they are struggling a lot. Okay, next. But this one is bigger. So they used to listen those type of explosions. But what is the difference? There is a difference that this time, okay, on that day morning, whatever they have listened, that was a bigger one. Bigger, which was in comparative degree. Big, bigger, biggest. Everyone stopped what they were doing and listened. So everybody observed that. So they stopped whatever they were doing and listened that explosion. Then we ran out into the garden. All the people, they came outside of their houses. They ran into the gardens to see what exactly the sound was. We could see a cloud of white smoke coming from the nuclear reactor. So you know this one, right? Nuclear reactor. Nearby their houses, there was one nuclear reactor. Even explosion is also from that nuclear reactor only. That's why there was smoke. There was white smoke. It was looking like a cloud of white smoke. Natasha Revanko wiped her hands nervously on her apron. So apron means, you know that, right? It's like piece of cloth. Generally while cooking we wear that, or else in laboratories and doctors and apprentices they use that apron. So she was wearing that. Okay. And what happened while explaining like that? She wiped her hands. Wiping means it's like a like doing like this. And next, nervously on her apron. Tears came to the corners of her eyes and slid slowly down her pinched pale cheeks. While explaining like that, suddenly tears came into the corners of her eyes. Not only that, even they slid slowly. Slid means they moved, they rolled out. Tears from her eyes rolled out down and slid on her cheeks. How were her cheeks? They were like pinched. Pinched means thin, children. Okay, that was the thing. Understood, children? So there was an explosion from the nuclear reactor on April 26 in the year 1986. People initially thought that it was the regular one. They came outside. When they came outside, they observed a white cloud of smoke. This is bigger one. Right? Next. It was a Saturday. She went on, still wiping her hands on her apron. So she started narrating that. It was a Saturday. Okay, she went on and still she was wiping her hands on the apron. It was a lovely warm day and the children played outside all weekend. So Saturday, Sunday means it's weekend, right? One day it was Sunday. It was very lovely warm day. Because of that, all the children were playing outside. Even when the dust began to fall, they still played outside. Okay, even the dust began to fall while they were playing. The dust was rising up, but still they were playing outside. They picked up handfuls of it and threw it at each other, laughing. Children were playing, even they were playing with soil as well. They were picking up that soil handful and throwing on each other. They were laughing, they were enjoying themselves. See, you might have played like this. Generally in villages we can see such games, but here we don't. All the children here are very much busy with their electronic gadgets. But in villages, generally mostly children go outside and play. Like that, here also all the children, they went outside and playing with soil as well. Okay, next. It was Wednesday before the loudspeaker van came to the village telling us to keep our children indoors and not to touch the radioactive dust. Okay, it was Wednesday before the loudspeaker van. Loudspeaker means generally used for announcing something. During elections or for anything, these will be used, right? So one loudspeaker van came and they announced like keep your children indoors only. Indoors means just try to keep them inside of the house only. Don't let them go outside. And also tell them to not touch the radioactive dust. Radioactive dust means here the dust that comes out of a radioactive reaction. Why, children, what do you think the dust, the soil that became like radioactive dust? Because as there was an explosion from the nuclear reactor, because of that action, the earth, the soil totally, it was like polluted. It became radioactive. They also told us to wash down our houses and roads with water. Okay, so the people who came in the loudspeaker van, they announced that don't send your children outside. Don't let them to play with the radioactive dust. Not only that, immediately please wash down your houses and roads as well with water. A week later, the children began to vomit. After that, 1 week exactly, all the children in the village, they started to vomit. That means what? They fell sick. Why children? Because of the explosion, total environment was polluted. As a result, the children were vomiting. Their hair fell out. One more reaction. What was that? Even their hair was also fell out. It was falling out. Hair was also. They couldn't eat. They were not able to eat. They grew so thin and sores appeared all over their little bodies. So sores means like some kind of rashes that were appeared all over their bodies. They grew thin as well. As they were not at all eating anything, they became very thin. 2 weeks after that, all three died. All three on the same day. 2 weeks after that, what happened? Unfortunately, all the three children, that means here we can imagine or assume that Natasha Revanko was having 3 kids. All of them were died on the same day. She broke down now and cried quietly, as she had done so many times before. Broke down means, which is a phrasal verb, children. Completely, she was lost of that. And she cried quietly. She had done so many times before. So this incident was happened in the year 1986 itself. So many times she wept. She cried. They are buried over there. She pointed to the church graveyard. Lots of village children are and adults. Natasha Revanko was showing a place to the reporter. She had shown one place, that is what? Church graveyard. Graveyard means what, children? Where do we bury the dead bodies, right? So in that graveyard, she told that we have buried all our kids in that church graveyard. Not only our kids, even so many village children were also buried. Adults are also died and they are also buried in the same church graveyard. That was said by Natasha Revanko. Understood, children? After the explosion, actually on Saturday, children were playing outside. Then again on Wednesday, one loudspeaker van came. They told that don't send children outside and don't let them to play with soil. Please wash your houses and roads with water. After a week exactly, the children started to vomiting and even their hair also fell out. Later, again after 2 weeks, they were died. All the 3 kids were died on the same day. Not only her kids, even most of the village children were also died along with some adults. All of them were buried in the nearby church graveyard. That was said by Natasha Revanko. Next. I touched her gently on the shoulder, leaving her to her bittersweet memories, and walked on through the silence. Here I means we can say that reporter. So that reporter touched her gently. Gently means actually softly. Okay, as Natasha was remembering all those incidents and she was totally broke down. She was crying. Okay, so the person, he just want to console her. That's why he or she touched her shoulder gently. Of course, the person, the reporter left to her itself bittersweet memories. Bittersweet memories. She was having sweet memories of her children. At the same time, she was having bitter memories as well. Okay, and anyway, they walked on through the silence. It was a ghost town. So they were mentioning that it was a ghost town. That's why that incident was taken place and so many people were died. So that's why they refer that one as a ghost town. Even in the first lesson, we have seen that Sunday Nana compared the drums with a mountain of death. So here they compared the village with a ghost town. Okay. No one lived there anymore. So at present, there is no one. Okay, no one is living in that village. They had either died or been forcibly evacuated. Some people were already died, and the people who were remaining, they were forcibly evacuated from that village. Evacuated means they were shifted to other villages, right? In that village, who were living previously, most of them were died, and remaining people were forcibly evacuated to the other places. At present, there is no one. Okay, no one is living in that village. The fields were barren. Barren means, you know the meaning, right? Nothing can be grown. Okay, so large empty fields, that's it. As there was soil and water pollution, air pollution, everything, nothing can be grown there. Nothing ever would again. So at present, nothing can be grown. Even in the future also, there is no hope. Again the same thing. There was no bird sound. So if trees will be there, we can find birds. If trees are not there, obviously we can't find any birds as well. That's why there was no bird song. No rabbit peered at me. Peered means here looking. So we can't see any rabbits as well. No cow endlessly cheered, no horse neighed. So chewing of cow, you know the meaning, right? So cows, they endlessly. Endlessly means when there will be no end, always. Always they use it to chew the food. Okay, so we can't see even cows, and even we can't see any horse. Neighing means the sound made by horse is called as neighing. Right, children? This paragraph, so Natasha Revanka was looking disappointed. So reporter touched her gently by leaving her bitter and sweet memories. They went on through the silence. She referred the town as a ghost town. At present, no one is living there. Even we can't see anything there. The total land is like a barren land. No trees, no rabbits, no cows, and no horses. Even in the future also, we can't expect anything. Most of the people were died, and the remaining people have been forcibly evacuated to the other places. Right? Next. Natasha caught me up as we boarded the bus marked Moscow. So this one, USSR, Russia means, you know that, right? Capital of Russia is Moscow. Natasha caught me up. Caught. Past tense of catch. Catch, caught, caught. Natasha caught me up as we boarded the bus marked Moscow. Okay, boarded means like getting into the bus. Thank you for coming with me, she said. Here she means who? Natasha Revanko. Natasha Revanko like said, thank you for coming with me. I wanted to see the graves and house again before I die. So at present, Natasha Revanko is living in other place. As the reporter requested, she went back to the her native place. She went back to the previous village. That's why she thanked the reporter, because she wanted to see the graves before she died once again. She wanted to see the graves of her children before she dies. So that's why that was possible because of the reporter. Otherwise, she would not have gone there. That's why she thanked him or her. So that's the lesson is about Varbio village. With this, we have finished total C unit from 6th unit, children. Okay, please write glossary and summary of the lessons. Right? Turn the page, everyone. There is one writing part. Out of 3 villages you have read about, choose one village of your choice. You may also choose a completely different one. You are a TV reporter. You need to go to one of the villages, and from there you have to report orally to the news channel. What all you find there? How would you report? That's what I told you, children. All these 3 lessons, they were like that information was collected by reporter. Reporters went to all the 3 villages. They met all the 3 persons, Sunday Nana, Vijay Sama, and Natasha Revanko. They collected the information, and that was published as an article in the newspapers, and that was telecasted in TV. Okay, so you need to imagine yourself as a reporter. You can take any one of these 3 villages, or else you can select any other one. Okay, here any other one means, for example, this year 2020 incident, you can take that Vizag incident. We have seen that, right? Chemical factories. So you can take information about that. imagine yourself as a reporter and prepare a report on that. Okay. So with this we have finished 6th unit as well, children. Complete your classworks, finish your workbook part as well. In the next class we'll start 7th unit. Okay. Thank you.